Welcome back to tonight's business discussion on infrastructure in line with Infrastructure Asia 2010 Conference and Exhibition. Can we ask Slava, if anyone wants to become a sponsor and want to have open up a booth, is it still available? Is it still open?
It is still open. We have 2.5 weeks to the event. We are slowing down, of course, on the exhibition because most of the space has been booked now.
Fantastic.
Although we are still registering for delegates, so that is where we are up to now. And I have been told that in Indonesia everything happens at the last minute.
Yes, as you said.
Probably with the projects on infrastructure as well. And our delegates are now coming, so we expect more and more as the day goes by.
Right. And if they come on one-to-one basis, they want to come themselves, are they allowed, or they have to come as
they will have to pre-register.
Register first.
They have to pre-register. Registration will be opened even during the event on the 14th, when the exhibition opens, till the opening ceremony on the 15th, which will be at 9 to 9:30 on the 15th of April. That is when we will close the registration for delegates.
So perhaps, Slava, for the remaining part of the last segment, you can, if you have some of the agenda, you have it there. What's going to happen on the first day, second day, third day? Just a brief rundown.
absolutely,
and then
yes.
we can display it later on.
We can do that. The first day of infrastructure, Asia, is the morning is dedicated to the opening ceremony, and it's in a plenary format. So there is a plenary session where the opening session is, there are expected three speakers here. Noelin Heiser, who is the Executive Secretary of UNISCAP and Under Secretary of United Nations. Dr. Noelin Heiser. Then we expect two welcoming addresses, one from His Excellency Hatta Rajasa, and His Excellency President of Indonesia, Yudhoyono. Then there will be a walkabout in the exhibition area. And the next plenary session is dedicated to the global perspective of PPPP. So most of the private sector speakers and Minister Kamal Nath will be part of this plenary session. From the global perspective of PPPP, in the afternoon, we will dedicate the whole plenary and the segment sessions to Indonesia. So the Ministers of Energy, the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Public Works, the Minister of Telecommunications are expected to take stage and present the new projects or existing projects indeed in infrastructure who have been developed in or will be developed in Indonesia. The second day of the conference is dedicated to building Asia's infrastructure. So you see, from the first day where we discuss global perspective and Indonesia's perspective to infrastructure, the second day will be dedicated to Asia and Asia Pacific. And here is we have developed the different sectors: energy with power generation and renewable, which will be a industry track. Then the transportation is a bit more complicated because we have road transport, rail transport, air transport, and seaports. All of this in different sessions. Water supply and sanitation has its own dedicated track, as the ICT community. And healthcare and education. The second day will conclude with another plenary session where, led by Bapanas and the Deputy Minister of Planning of Indonesia, Padedi Supriyatna, where they will, the experts of UNISCAP and guests from Asia Pacific will discuss how PPPP are developed in the different parts of Asia Pacific. And then the last day, and the 17th of April, which is Saturday, will be dedicated to the different countries' presentations of their own projects. So we have a half a day dedicated only to Indonesian projects, and then a whole day dedicated to all the rest of the Asia Pacific and their existing projects or forthcoming projects in infrastructure development. The event will finish with signing the Jakarta Declaration, which is currently being prepared amongst all the UNISCAP countries.
Who will be the likely signing of this declaration? All participants?
All the ministers representing and all the UNISCAP experts representing the different PPPP units in Asia Pacific.
Now, assuming this conference ends successfully, what will be the next country that you'll be hosting?
Well, this
next
Infrastructure Asia and Asia Pacific Ministers Conference are two separate events, and we expect that they will be. We have now discussed opportunities in India, in Thailand, and in China.
I see.
And the three governments are discussing the opportunities to host it. So we expect one of these three.
It's quite a challenge to organize such a big events like this, really. So,
well,
I hope you will and wish you success. And it should be good for the country, because we need something like this.
The impact on Indonesia is how Indonesia can project itself and its projects in the substance and the details. And this, of course, has been exercising Bapanas and other people for the last 2 years, since we realized that nothing evolved out of 2006. You know.
Are you going to be sitting in one of the panel?
Yeah, I'm chairing one of the sessions.
Are you chairing which one?
Air transport.
So excellent. This is wish you success, and then good for the country as well.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Scott. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for supporting. Yes.
Thank you, Scott.
That closes our session tonight, and look forward to see you again next week. Good night.